Welcome back. So in this video, we will now apply the settings we created to our footer. So let's start with the settings. So let me open it. And here we have the background color. So I'm going to copy the ID here and I will come on top. So we have the footer HTML here. So first let's delete this BG white. And we have two ways to do that here. Either I create an ID or I create a class. Okay, so or either we just do inline CSS. This is what I'm going to do so I don't waste much of time. So I'm gonna create a background image because this color background is going to be either normal background color CSS or it's gonna come with a linear code background CSS. Okay, so we need to use the background image or just the background, otherwise it's not gonna work. So let's access the liquid here and we're gonna say section.settings. That's the ID, which is footer color background. So let's save it. Let's go back to our code. Okay, so if I click on the footer settings, we are here. If I click here, as you can see, we have the normal CSS code. So here you can add any CSS you want. Okay, and I'm going to delete it. And if you read the placeholder, it say here paste CSS code for a gradient like linear gradient, etc. Okay, or you can come here, choose the gradient just like we did on the newsletter, and you can choose a gradient here. And as you can see, it's like picking the gradient. So it is great. We can also add a settings to modifying the color of the text. Okay, we're not going to do it now. You can do it as a practice so you can learn. So perfect. So the background color, it's working. Okay, so let's leave it to white for now. My bad. Let me remove the CSS and let's leave it to white for now. Let me do this. Let me remove gradients and let's pass the CSS to be white here, and I'm going to save it. Okay, perfect. This one is out of the way. So next, let's now add this menu here. So the menu here, if you go back to your Shopify admin and you go to content, you go to menus, I already went and created a menu for the footer. Okay, so if I click here, it looks like what we have on the official website. Okay, so they have the footer right here. So we have the head and you have the subhead. Okay, so I did the same. So we have this sub menu already made for us. So what we need to do is just to access it. You can do it directly without even using this block. Let me show you the documentation. So you can access directly a linked list, okay, either using the settings just like we created, or either using the footer handle. And the footer handle, you'll find it exactly just below here. This is the way you can access the footer links. So let's give it a try. So the way I made mine is because I want this block of menu to be added or removed. That's why I made it as a block. You can directly like add it there without even using the block or even the settings. I hope I made myself clear. So before we move to the menu, we forgot to work on the color backgrounds on the footer bottom. So let me just copy this ID here and it's going to be the same process. The code is right here. I'm going to create a style and it's going to be the same. So background image and so background image is going to be section settings, and I also want to give it a possibility to change the color for the text. So it's going to be section.settings.footer bottom text color. And if I save it and if I go back to my code here, click on footer, and here under the footer bottom background, I can add again some color here. Let's say F3, something like this. Okay, and it's not applying yet. Strange. Let's remove this. Let's give it a gradient just to test. It is working. Okay, so we have the gradient here. So let me save it. Let's keep it for now and let's see if we can change the color. Let's make it black and the color is changing. Great, perfect. So let's now start to work with the block on the next video.